All right, now it's starting. Cool. This is group 13. We're doing our group video right now for week 9. And I think this week was on chapters. What chapters were they? They're about like entities, like what type of businesses, like if there's partners or LLCs or whatever. So
yeah,
cool. So I think let me just look at the preparation, make sure I don't have any questions. Yeah, so it's about business entities and nature, formation, types, and powers of certain businesses. I personally didn't really have any questions about any of the entities because for accounting, you need to know basically everything about that because certain corporations or corporations or S corporations or LLCs or partnerships or sole proprietorships, they all get taxed differently. They have different rules. So we kind of have to know how they're formed and what legally constitutes one and how they can claim certain entity titles. So I didn't really have any questions about it because I already have to know it.
Yeah. I haven't really done my studying this week, but I do know the difference between them. I've set up multiple LLCs for myself and for others, so I know pretty well what the rules are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like I don't know if you have experience with it, and then plus if I just have to do it for tax class, I think it's not too difficult. That makes sense. So this week I think we had to find an example in like the Wall Street Journal of one of them. So I chose to do mine on the LLCs, or not LLCs, a partnership. I think. Let me check. I think I've written down. I did mine on a limited liability partnership or an LLP. So I did one on actually. I found an article about KPMG. It stands for. Actually, I can't say the name. It's like Swedish, but it's an accounting firm. It's one of the big four. I actually have an internship lined up with them for winter. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. And the article is about a few of the partners in the LLP and how they're getting. They're actually gonna go to jail probably. they were making some inside jobs, or like not inside jobs. They were like communicating with some of the members of the PCAOB, or that's the public company accounting oversight board, on where the inspections will be on their audits, and that meant because they wanted to make sure that their audits are in compliance with certain regulations, which they're called GAS, which are like generally accepted auditing standards, I think. So, yeah, they just found like colluding with certain PCOB members, and they got caught. So only those partners. So in like an LLP, you're overall pretty much protected usually, and it's usually the company gets kind of sued, but also at the same time you can get sued. So it's kind of like it's interesting how the entity works out. But yeah, they're getting tried. The partners are so, and some of them pleaded guilty. So yeah.
Yeah, I had an experience. One of the trucking companies that I worked through. So I worked for Milestone International as a salesman. I have my CDL, so I do a lot of trucking on the side. And the owner's son-in-law owns a company that I won't name, but I've done some trucking for them, and they do rebuilds and heavy wrecking and stuff like that. And one of their customers that they rebuilt an engine for went out, basically harped on his truck super hard, broke it really quick, and tried coming after them for repairs, saying, hey, you didn't do this right. It broke the city, blah, 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 just threatening to sue and whatnot. But, I mean, we knew we recovered. it was just interesting going over the different rules of how if it had been a different kind of entity, how it would have played out much differently. We had a lot more coverage because it was a limited liability company. So
interesting. Yeah, interesting how that works. How like certain companies or like business structures protect companies in different ways. So very important things to realize when setting a company. Yeah, now it says we're supposed to come up with like a question. So we could do a question about, let me pull up, really anything, I guess, about LLPs or LLCs. Man, there's 8. What type of question do you think you want to do?
We could do one like, what's the benefit of doing, say, an LLC versus some other type of business model?
Yeah.
So we can just give one answer that's definitely correct that kind of defines it. Just a bunch of bogus for wrong answers.
Yes, yeah.
I guess like we could do like an LLC and an LLP, like you just did, and just say, what is the difference between the two? The main difference between the two. So we can say, like, basically, my understanding of an LLP versus an LLC is it's two separate entities in an LLP kind of working together as a group versus an LLC where it's, one company, same direction with everything sort of thing.
I guess, yeah. How would we write the question?
So we could say, what's the difference between an LLP and an LLC? And then for a correct answer, just basically state that an LLP is two separate entities operating together versus an LLC where it is one entity as the entire company.
Well, an LLP I don't think an LLP is really separated, isn't it? Like just it's a bunch of partners that have a limited liability.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's exactly it. I was talking about the LLC at the end there.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Multiple entities versus just a single entity.
Okay.
It's just a thought. I don't know what you have in mind.
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to go over what the reading exactly says. So I want to kind of base it off of what it really says in the book, just to make sure we're not cutting any corners here.
I go read my book. I had a explode on it this week, and it's stuck together.
Ooh. So it just says an LLP is similar to a partnership, except that a corporation cannot be an LLP partner, and an LLP partner's liability for another LLP partner's acts is limited to the partnership's assets. Okay, so basically, compared to normal partnership, so that's where we could just compare like a partnership and an LLP, and it's like, what's the main difference? It's kind of simple because like what makes it limited is that you can only get sued up to so basically like when you join up LLP, you usually pay in and like you put in some capital assets and like you like have your share. So like the maximum you get sued is up to the maximum to the full amount that you put into the company. So like if you put $100,000 in and you got sued, for 100,000. If you get sued for $1 million, you only have to pay 100,000 because that's like how much you put in. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. You want to do that?
Let's do that. That's perfect.
So,
The difference between a partnership and
uh-huh.
okay. That makes a lot more sense than what I was trying to do.
Let me start writing it down. I'm gonna put my phone down real quick. So you put what is the difference between an LLP and a partnership? I'm gonna put they can only LLPs can only be sued up to the amount partner the partner has committed to the partnership. And then the wrong answer could be we can put partnerships can only be sued up to partnerships. Let's do this. Partnership. What could we put? You have to have like insurance, basically. Or you mean I don't know. One we could do is that we could do that. LLPs have stock, but partnerships don't. Like are like publicly we do LPs are publicly traded, but partnerships aren't. And then we could also do let's see what else. We could do corporations can be a partner for an LLP because they can't be. And what was it? Oh, we could. Yeah, it's actually better. Let's do that. And then, yeah, I'm trying the feedbacks now. I'm trying the feedbacks. Would be true. now we just need like an example of an LLP. Like what would be an example? Just like a company, like. Yeah, I guess we could do like, or we could do like KPMG, we could do like a public accounting firm or like a law firm. Or and then explanation. These are professional services that require. These are professional services that have a few partners that are involved in the practice. They all have to buy in. To that amount. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. I think we finished it. All right, dude. Anything else? Cool. We got it all done. All right. Cool. I'll just put the link in and then we'll send it.